What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react to something a little controversial here. Apparently, Finland was asked to go easy on American troops during some kind of training exercise in the Arctic? Really? What? Okay. Okay. Here in the United States, we take a lot of pride in our military, and so I gotta be honest, this kind of hurts a bit to hear. So today, I really want to check out this video and learn more about this whole situation. So let's take a look.
Finland asked to go easy on U.S. troops in joint Arctic exercise? Finland just had to deny the funniest rumor of the year, that Finnish reservists were told they had to go easy on U.S. troops in the Arctic because it was getting embarrassing.
What? Okay. I hadn't heard about this. Is this true? Like, I got a couple questions about this. 'Cause obviously, I don't think American troops are known for being like experts in Arctic warfare. That's probably why we train with Finland and in the Finnish military, because you guys are probably like experts at that. And I've learned a little bit about the Finnish military, and it's pretty amazing, actually. And so, at the same time, this is insulting. No matter how you cut it. If you're an American, it's like, you don't want to hear somebody say, go easy on them. They're not very good. Like, in the United States, we're also taught to be very, very competitive. So it's like, that hurts. So did this really happen?
Finland's response was basically, we have no idea what you're talking about. Also, we're on the same team. As a former infantryman, I've got thoughts.
Okay, so Finland, like, I don't know, the military responded to this, and officially, Finland says, like, this didn't really happen. They wouldn't say that. Is that true? Are you just trying to make us feel better? Is that what you have to say, or? Now I'm curious.
Hey friends, Wes here, veteran of the U.S. Army Infantry with the 101st Airborne Division, and Air Force veteran because I like steak and lobster, and that's all there is to that. So, a story in the Times said that during Joint Viking, a big cold weather exercise up in northern Norway, U.S. troops struggled and exercise controllers allegedly asked Finnish reservists to stop beating them because morale was taking friendly fire.
Oh boy. Maybe something that's painful about this is that I could actually see this happening. Like, to be totally honest, and it makes sense. Like, I think the Finnish military, I mean, if you train in Finland, it's cold. It's near the Arctic. Like, you guys are probably very good at this. So if you got into some kind of training exercise with American troops, like doing this cold weather training, I'm sure you guys are better than us. I'll admit it. Like, it makes sense. But still, to have to be told to, like, go easy because the American troops were getting beaten so badly, like, what exactly was this training? My God.
That line went viral because it hits a perfect social media nerve. It got humiliation, allies, winter, and a big American institution getting heckled. The internet can't resist. So the very excellent Warzone blog asked Finland about it, and Finland's Jaeger Brigade, Finland's only participant in Joint Viking 2025, came back with a hard no. They said they don't recognize that situation at all, and they weren't even acting as Op 4 or opposition forces. They were operating alongside the U.S. on the same side.
Oh, so did this happen or did it not happen? I'm so confused now. They asked Finland, like they said, and Finland saying, I mean, a very, very professional answer, honestly, and it's actually awesome to hear. You know, as an American, Finland said, well, for one thing, we're on the same side. We're allies, so we shouldn't even be getting into like kind of dumb stuff like this where we're talking badly about each other. But if they have to comment, they're actually denying. They're saying that never happened. It wasn't like a contest like that where Finland destroyed the Americans at this. I mean, I hope that's true.
So the story shifts from Finns dunk on Americans to something way more real. Arctic operations are hard. The US is still building muscle memory for it at scale.
Yeah.
That's not a scandal. That's the point of training.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Finnish soldiers were helping the American soldiers to train to understand how to do Arctic warfare. That makes sense. You guys are the experts. And that's just a normal part of training. It doesn't have to be, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Now, let's have some fun with it because I promise you every infantry unit in every country has a version of this rumor. Now, here's the thing about exercises that civilians don't always see. An exercise isn't a street fight behind a bar. It's a controlled lab. Somebody writes learning objectives. Somebody decides which side starts in a bad position. Somebody decides which tools are available. Somebody decides who's allowed to win a specific lane so the other side can practice recovering. Then a clip or a quote leaks and the internet declares an entire military branch washed based on one moment stripped of context.
Is that what happened? I hope so. But was there like a leak? I don't know. I feel like there's a grain of truth to this situation, and it is like Finland. I don't know if you were asked to go easy on us because we are like American soldiers are probably really struggling. And I mean, look at this. Look how cold it is. Look at the snow. Imagine trying to do anything in this. That sounds very hard and uncomfortable. So I wouldn't necessarily doubt if somebody was like, okay, the Americans are having a hard time. Like, they need some help. Like, and then it got blown out of proportion or something. Or
lived the ground version of this. You can take a strong platoon, put them in a bad start point, restrict comms, restrict vehicles, give them a mission with a clock that's intentionally tight, then watch them look like amateurs for 20 minutes. Not because they're amateurs, but because the exercise is forcing a lesson. If you want to train casualty evacuation, somebody has to get hurt in the scenario. If you want to train resupply under contact, somebody has to get squeezed.
Okay, that's a good point. He's clearly like an expert on this, and he's military himself. So this is good insight. Like, with a lot of these training exercises, by design, there is a loser. Because you have to simulate somebody succeeding and somebody failing. Like, someone has to play the role of the enemy. So, is that kind of what happened?
If you want to train cold weather injury prevention, somebody has to learn that sweat is the enemy and wet gloves are a slow motion disaster. So when I hear they told Finns to stop beating the Americans, my first reaction isn't outrage. My first reaction is, what exactly was the lane? Who wrote the scenario?
Yeah.
And what restrictions were in place?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I just want to know the truth. Like, I just want to know what happened. Like, well, no matter what, like, even if someone did say, like, hey, Finland, take it easy on them. It's kind of funny. It kind of hurts our ego, but that's kind of how this stuff probably goes.
Because exercises can make anyone look bad on purpose. And then there's the Arctic piece. Cold weather doesn't care about your rank. It doesn't care about your budget. It doesn't care how many LinkedIn posts you've written about leadership. The Arctic will humble you quietly and then kill you politely. So let's talk about what makes Arctic operations so punishing in infantry terms, not PowerPoint terms. First, your body starts betraying you. Cold weather injuries aren't dramatic at the start, they're sneaky.
Oh my God, if it's normal in Finland to train in this kind of environment, that is insane. You guys must be like the most badass military, Finnish military. Like, if you know how to operate in this, that's insane. That's amazing. Like, so it's not even embarrassing to get if American troops during training, if we were defeated by Finnish troops, that's not even embarrassing, really, because look at what you guys are dealing with.
And here's the part that makes the Finnish angle so funny. Finns, Norwegians, and other Scandinavians grew up with this as normal. Their militaries bake this into doctrine. They don't treat cold weather as a special event. They treat it as Tuesday. So, of course they look good in the Arctic.
Yeah, for Americans, like, this is crazy. Like, these conditions. This is like, it's special. It's like something we never experience. They had to like travel all the way to like Finland or Norway, wherever they were doing this, to do this. That's so far from the United States. So, yeah, I guess I'm not trying to make excuses, but that's my excuse.
Home field. That doesn't mean the U.S. is helpless. It means the U.S. is building reps. And you build reps by getting uncomfortable on purpose.
Yeah.
Now, back to that rumor itself. Finland says they weren't even opposition forces. They were alongside the U.S. on the same side. Could an instructor have made a comment that got warped into stop beating them? Sure.
I knew it. I mean, this didn't just happen out of nowhere. Like, and frankly, even though we have an ego, like America, our military, we have an ego, we can take it. Like, you know, what? We don't have to pretend like it didn't happen. Like we're a bunch of babies who can't be criticized. But yeah, it hurts, but it's like life goes on. And it sounds like somebody said something like, go easy. How else would this even have started, this whole story?
That's how barracks myths are born. Somebody says, ease up. We're training a different objective today. And the internet translates that to America got bullied. Also, if the Finns ever did beat someone in an exercise, I'm not shocked. They're Finnish. They treat discomfort the way most people treat coffee. It's part of the routine. The real embarrassment would be pretending the Arctic is easy, then learning.
Oh my God. Are you guys really like jumping into frozen water? Finnish training is different. If you're doing all this,
in the Arctic is easy, then learning the hard way, and that's one lesson the U.S. doesn't need to learn twice. That's it for today, my friends.
Okay, well, there you go. So this was interesting. I have to admit, it caught my attention because the title is like, Finland was told to go easy on the American soldiers training there, and it does seem like there is a lot of truth to this story, but maybe not as dramatic as it sounds. Like, the Americans were probably having a hard time. That's the point. It's training. It's something we're not good at, and you're training to get better. And we're learning from Finland, who's really good at it. So it would make sense if Finland was, you know, sort of doing better. If the Finnish soldiers were to be winning some kind of training exercise or going too hard, that would be kind of expected. And, you know, Finland is our ally, so it's cool that we have allies who are great at this kind of thing and can help us get better. Even if it embarrasses us on the way. That's okay. That's a part of it. So this was an interesting story. So now that it's kind of cleared up, I get it. I get it. It's okay. So anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on Finland decimating Americans in training or whatever really happened, or just this whole sentiment, really. And if you're interested in more videos like this, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.